Hello, Alma. You called?
Oh, hey, you got my note. I just want to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Ask away.
So, from what I understand from when you got here, you're the one that made all the others, right? In terms of Kerrians?
No. I was created by the other Kerrian. Before he was dragged here, just before, he was to execute a sort of ritual. A ritual that would scatter him across universes. But Jorvik and Duravan hijacked this ritual. And now he's here.
Wait, wouldn't that mean that he at least gets to get out?
If Kerrian doesn't survive, this story wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Huh. Are you the one that Jorvik mentioned that brought everyone here?
In a sense, yes.
You're the god of stories. How does that work? You just make the stories? Do you have powers from you or linked to a certain item or something?
Well, some stories are my own writing, yes. And some stories are things that other people have written. But either way, I show up to tell it.
Are you able to control those stories if you didn't make those stories? Like, say you found a story that wasn't made by you?
Sometimes I ask that question myself. I do not know. I do my best to not interfere with stories that are not mine. I exist within them, but, well, it'd be rather rude to step on the toes of another author.
I was recently told by Duravan that we've been through these trials a few times. I'm just curious, do you know how many times I've been here?
No, I don't. It's certainly not your first and likely not your last.
You by chance know anything about Malice or Caius?
Yes, I do. What do you know about them?
Well, I know Caius has been gone since I got here. And I also know Malice has been hiding since Durvan don't know about them.
Malice was a bit of a problem. He had to be suppressed in a certain way once you entered here. And that's also why you cannot exactly access his powers. As for Caius, well, he's not here right now. Not even I would know where he is at any one time.
I figured I'd try asking since I haven't been able to contact anyone in the outer forces about him.
Well, let me know if you hear him again. I would love to speak to him. And offer some strongly worded complaints.
Complaints?
Caius is a god of chaos. Throws a wrench into every plan he sees.
That's one thing I kind of wanted to talk about with everyone else if I ever do get access to Caius's powers again. He doesn't see it as a necessary evil as sorts. He sees it more like just pure controlled randomness. Like, you know how life works. We shouldn't even be here in some cases. That's chaotic, right?
But a story does have structured parts. Without pure chaos, there wouldn't be a story.
I'll be sure to let him know that you want to see him.
Indeed, yes.
Another question I have. We were taken from different points in time, right?
Different points in time, space, various universes.
Does that mean time's kind of like paused while we're in here, or does it still go on without us?
Time is paused here. When you return, you will go back exactly where you left.
Real terrifying back home, so I'm glad time's paused for now.
Yes, this place is a work of fiction, in a way. And as such, time doesn't pass for it.
So, if this is technically a story that you made, would that technically mean you're responsible for a majority of people's trauma here?
In a sense, technically, you could say they did it to themselves. Trauma is an interesting subject. One can choose to be overtaken by it, or they can become much greater because of it.
I am curious about the trauma of my new friends, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like seeing anything bad happening to people, even if I did just met them. Is there a chance that I could like read a book about them, since they're technically a story?
Interesting. You know what? There is something I can do for you, but I'll have to write it.
Oh, alrighty then. Well, I just want to get to know my new friends more. From what I've heard, I just feel bad about all the bad things I went through before getting here. Even some of the things I went through while here. I just want to help, you know?
To struggle is to improve. There is no story without a conflict, and there is no trial without a struggle. I do sympathize with them. Ophelia likes this place much more than where she came from. Axel doesn't have a home.
Oh, this is just making me curious on everyone else. At least more than what I already was. If I can find Kaz before we leave, I can help them. Would that be a bad thing?
Pius could help. Or could not.
I guess there's only really one way to find out, huh? I do have one more question for you. Do you by chance know anything about the silver discs I keep seeing in the sky?
uh, a little.
A little.
There are people watching this entire area.
Is that a bad thing?
I wouldn't say it is. In a way, they're just observing the story, as I intended. But, dropping all pretense, there are so many different universes located in this one dimension. It seems to have caught their attention.
Every time I look up at them, it feels like we did something wrong.
Well, I don't think you have for certain. You have a good heart.
Oh, I thank you.
Some people here, maybe. Perhaps, but it's all part of the fun.
I do appreciate you coming by to answer any of my current questions.
Of course. I'm happy to talk with anybody, at least while I am here in physical form.
Oh, and if we do get out, would you want to stop by my place sometime? Once we're all out of here, I was thinking maybe I could visit other places, invite them to my place. Have some fun, you know?
It could be possible.
You have yourself a nice rest of your day.
You as well, Alma. And remember, you are more than the voices in your head.
Oh yeah, I forgot he can do that. I was just gonna open the door for him.